So for the final lecture of this current week, we're going to put all of what we've gone through together this week into order. So I've got it right here at the top of the worksheet that I've chosen to use here. PEMDAS. Hopefully you've heard of it before. PEMDAS stands for parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. This is your order of operations and the order in which we do them. Okay, we work left to right in general, but the first thing we look at or look for is the parentheses. We do anything inside of the parentheses first, and then we take care of our exponents next. Then we take care of our multiplication and division, and then we take care of our addition and subtraction. Okay. Alright, so if we looked at the example we have here, we have 35 minus 4 to the third power divided by 31 minus 29, that is in parentheses. The first thing that we would handle is what's in the parentheses, the 31 minus 29. So this is going to give us 35 minus 4 to the third divided by, now 31 minus 29, that should give us 2. Okay. Next thing we're going to handle is the exponents. Okay, handled all of the parentheses, we're handling the exponents next. The only exponent we have here is 4 to the third power. Now if we think about 4 to the third power, that's 4 times 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16, times 4 is 64. So this reduces to 35 minus 64 divided by 2. Now, next up in our order of operations would be multiplication and division. We do have a division. We have the 64 divided by 2, so we do that next. Okay, 64 divided by 2 is 32. So I have 35 minus 32, which gives me a final answer of 3. Order of operations. If you were to do this order of operations any different, you would get a wrong answer. Okay. Let's go on to the next one. I've got 10 squared times parentheses 9 plus 12 minus 2 to the third power, close parentheses, divided by 4. Now, we will do the parentheses first, but if you notice in this parentheses that we have here, we have more than one operation going on. So, even inside the parentheses, we want to stay in the order of PEMDAS, right? So we do parentheses, our exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, even inside of the parentheses. So we do it inside the parentheses first, but the first action we're going to do inside of this particular parentheses is we're going to take care of this exponent of 2 to the third. So I'm not going to mess with anything except what's inside of the parentheses. And in the inside of the parentheses, I'm going to handle the 2 to the third power first. Now 2 to the third power is going to give you 2 times 2, which is 4, times 2, which is 8. Now, we're continuing to use what's inside the parentheses. I've got 9 plus 12, which will give me 21, minus 8. I'm going to go ahead and do that step 2. 21 minus 8 should give us 13. Okay, divided by 4. Now, we've taken care of everything in the parentheses. You don't even have to write them at this point. So if you didn't want to write that parentheses and that parentheses and you just wanted to write the 13, that'd be fine. Okay. Now, we also have this exponent that we have to work with next. Okay, so we're still doing order of operations. All right, so we're going to work with this exponent next. So I have 10 squared that I have to do next. So 10 squared is 100, and then I have multiplication, this times 13, and then this division by 4. Alright, now multiplication comes up next, and we're working left to right, so I'm doing 100 times 13 next, which is going to give me 1300. And then I need to divide that by 4. Now 1300 divided by 4, could use a calculator at this point, but why not refresh some of our division facts. 4 will go into 13 3 times, which gives us a 12. 4 will go into 10 2 times, which gives us an 8. And then 4 will go into 20 5 times, which gives us a 5. So our answer here should be 325. Okay. Like I said, if you wouldn't have done the order of operations correctly, you would have certainly messed something up there. So keep in mind that we work left to right. But we do use the order of operations. Alright, next one says by 4. Now this is where the working left to right comes into handy, because we're doing parentheses first, but we don't have any parentheses in this particular example. We do have exponents. I'm going to do the exponent on the left first, because I'm going to work left to right, generally speaking, within the particular order of the operations. So I'm going to look at 10 squared, which is 100, times 9, plus 12, minus, now 2 to the third is 8, divided by 4. Okay. Now, up next, I'm going to do my multiplication. Okay, 100 times 9 is 900, plus 12, minus 8, divided by 4. Up next is division. So minus 8 divided by 4 is 2. Okay, now, working left to right, I'm going to do my addition and subtraction steps. 900 plus 12 is 912. Minus 2 will give us 910. And that would be our answer for number 3. Alright, let's look at number squared times 9 plus 12 minus 2 to the third divided by 4. Doing parentheses first here, but what you will notice here is I need to do the stuff inside the parentheses and then directly do the exponents afterwards. Okay, I don't have to FOIL this out or anything like this because I have direct numbers. I just need to take care of what's inside the parentheses first. Alright, so let's do that. 10 squared times 9 plus, now 12 minus 2 is 10, the third power divided by 4. Alright, now let's do the exponents here. 10 squared is 100 times 9 plus 10 to the third power is 1,000 divided by 4. Okay, now I need to do my multiplication and division steps. 100 times 9 is 900. So I'll have 900 plus 1,000 divided by 4. Just taking it step by step. 1,000 divided by 4 should be 250. So this gives us 900 minus 250. Okay, and 900 minus 250 should be, what, 650? And we're done. Order of operations. Because ideally you should be able to do all these on your own. But you can check your order of operations with me as I go through the steps. So, like I said, take advantage of trying it and then watching me do it. Don't just sit here and watch me do all of them and don't put in any effort. Got to put in some effort and make sure you can do it on. Now, number 5. 5 tells me, parentheses 42 plus 3 to the third minus 7 minus 2 times 5 plus 65. Okay, doing what's in the parentheses first. but we have to take care of the order of operations within the parentheses as well. So I'm going to take care of the 3 to the third first inside this parentheses. So I'm looking at 42. Now 3 to the third is 3 times 3, which is 9, times 3, which is 27, minus 7, minus 2, times 5, plus 65. Okay? Now, 42 plus 27 is going to give you 69. 69 minus 7 is going to give you 62. Okay? And I'm not even going to write the parentheses because we're done with them. So I get 62 minus 2 times 5 plus 65. Okay? Next thing I have to do is this multiplication. I got to do that negative 2 times 5, which is negative 10. So I need to do 62 minus 10 plus 65. Okay? Now 62 minus 10 is going to give us 52 plus 65. That's going to give us, what is that, 100 and 117? I believe it's 117. Now, if you hadn't really noticed yet, addition and subtraction are essentially the same thing. So the order of those particular two doesn't matter. Just like the order of multiplication and division doesn't necessarily matter, but we do try to work left to right. Alright, number 6. Have parentheses 26 minus 15 all squared minus parentheses 15 minus 7 minus 5 all cubed. Got to do what's inside the parentheses first. So I'm going to do 26 minus 15, which should give me 11. So I've got 11 squared minus, now 15 minus 7 should give me, what was that, 8? 8 minus 5 should give me 3. Okay. Now 11 squared is 121. 3 squared, 3 to the third is 27. So I'm looking at 121 minus. Now you should be able to line these up. Just make sure I did this right. You should be able to line these up and subtract. I know you're going to have access to a calculator, most likely in whatever math class you take next. But still best to know how to actually subtract. Alright, let's go on to number 7. Got a few left here. Got 10 total. So got about 4 left to go and work through. Going through pretty easily, I feel like. Change my color so. Alright, now we have 5 times, parentheses 11 squared minus 21 minus 20, close parentheses, minus 43 minus 32 all squared. Okay. So I have 5 times. I'm going to handle the inside of this parentheses first. 11 squared is 121 minus 21 minus 20, close parentheses, minus, and I'll handle the inside of this parentheses as well. 43 minus 32 is going to give us what? Should give us 11. Okay. Still need to handle a lot of stuff inside this other parentheses. So I have 5 times. 121 minus 21 gives us 100. Minus 20 gives us 80. Okay. Minus 11 squared is 121. Now, we're looking at 5 times 80. 5 times 80 is 400. Minus 121. 400 minus 121. Let's see, that's 300 minus 21. should give us 279. More than welcome to check it on the calculator or check it by hand. Alright, number 8. Number 8, we have parentheses 12 plus 12 minus 3 squared, close parentheses, times 4 minus 23. Now we're going to take care of this parentheses first. We need to take care of this squared first. So we're going to do 12 plus 12 minus 3 squared is 9 times 4 minus 23. Okay. 12 plus 12 is 24. 24 minus 9 is 15. So I have 15 times 4 minus 23. Now 15 times 4 is 60. 60 minus 23 is 37. Alright. So our answer for that one is 37. Alright, on to the very last set here. Let's do green. Alright, number 9 says 4 to the third power minus 15 times 6 divided by parentheses 32 minus 29 squared equals, okay, got to take care of these parentheses first. So we got 4 to the third minus 15 times 6 divided by, alright, 32 minus 29. 32 minus 29 is 3. And I need to square that. So I have 4 to the third minus 15 times 6 divided by, now 3 squared is what I'll do next. So 3 squared is 9. Now, hopefully you said, wait, Mr. Shipes, why didn't we go ahead and cube the 4 to the third? Aren't we supposed to do all the exponents at one time? And you would be correct. What is 4 to the third? 4 to the third is 4 times 4, which is 16, times 4, which is 64. So yes, you are indeed correct. Hopefully you caught that step that I intentionally left out there. We have to do our exponents all at the same time. Okay, so we got that taken care of. That exponent's taken care of. The 3 squared is taken care of. We can move on to the next step. Now, our next steps here are the multiplication and division, working left to right. So I need to take care of the 15 times 6 first, and then I need to divide by 9. Now, what is 15 times 6? 15 times 6. 5 times 6 is 30. 6 times 10 is 60. So it's like 90. So we're looking at 64 minus 90 divided by 9. Alright, now we have to take care of this division step. 90 divided by 9 is 10. So we're looking at 64 minus 10, which gives us 54. Alright, last one. 2 times 11 squared minus 2 times parentheses 4 times 7 minus 3. Going to do the parentheses first. I'm going to leave everything else alone for now. Alright, inside the parentheses, I got to take care of the multiplication first. 4 times 7 is 28. Then minus 3. Now I'm going to take care of this subtraction inside this parentheses. 28 minus 3 is now. I need to handle my exponents next. So that's going to give me 2 times 11 squared, which is 121, minus 2 times 25. Okay. Now 2 times 121 should give me 242. Okay. Minus. Alright, 2 times 25 is 50. So I wind up having 242 minus 50. Let's see, 242 minus 50 should give me, what is that, 192? And we're done. Order of operations. Now, hopefully what you noticed as I went through here as well was all the simple steps, like the additions, the multiplications, the divisions, even some of the pretty simple squares that we had to deal with right here. I didn't have to take a whole lot of time on those. I know my multiplication facts, and because I'm comfortable with my multiplication facts, I'm also pretty comfortable with my addition and subtraction facts, and because I'm comfortable with my multiplication facts, my squareds and cubes aren't that hard because I can simply multiply those numbers 1, 2, 3 times and be okay. That's why you really need to hammer home those at least 1 through 10 multiplication facts. So I'm telling you, you don't believe me, but if you don't know your 1 through 10 multiplication facts, a lot of stuff's going to be very difficult for you moving forward. You can't always rely on the calculator. You could do a lot of this on the calculator and take your time and punch each of these steps into your calculator. But in reality, if you can mentally do this in your mind and knock out some of these steps, it's going to go much, much faster than if you have to enter every single step into some kind of computing device. Okay? Got to know the foundations of your mathematical stuff to be able to move forward. You can't just always rely on your technology. Alright, but hopefully this isn't too bad. Like I said, just follow the order, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Work your way through the problem to simplify it. We're good to go. Now, as you move forward, you'll have x's and y's that you'll have to keep track of. No problem. We'll look at some of those here in the future. But if you can't even do the simple steps with the actual numbers, then when we introduce variables, you're really going to have a hard time. So get a handle on the numbers first. Get a handle on your order of operations. Goes all the way back to addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. If you can't do the basic first four steps right there, then you're really going to have trouble moving on and combining a whole bunch of different steps at one time. So work on those facts. Get you some flashcards if you need to. Practice them, especially multiplication. Practice your division as well. That'd be good. But get that multiplication down. Division comes directly from it. You should be good to go. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, and I will see y'all on Monday of next week.